So we're looking for the largest book on our shelves. And by shelves, we mean the nonfiction section. And by book, we mean any book sitting on the shelves when we review them. Once we find the biggest book, we'll present it to you. Which one is it? You'll have to wait and see.
The biggest book is going to be in the reference section under the 900, and it's going to be an atlas.
The biggest book is going to be one of our Chilton books.
Miss Sandra, you think it's going to be the Atlas?
I do.
Here we go. See? I'm going to go ahead and say probably a study guide like the ACT or GRE.
Ooh.
GED.
I can't wait to see this challenge.
I affectionately refer to the 00s as the Bigfoot books. These are the books about Bigfoot, UFOs, and, oddly enough, computer help. The 100s are the self-help books. Both sections are pretty small. They only make up a combined 26 shelves total. That's not a lot, guys. The Heart and Science of Yoga by Leonard Perlmutter seemed like an early winner, until we found another contender. No, it wasn't Thinking Fast and Slow, although for a second I thought it could be. It was this binder.
Does this count?
It was a guide to promoting literacy through summer programs for the library, and it was in a binder, available to check out.
Yeah, then that would count. I would say that counts. But I'm going by thickness instead of page number.
Well, if we do that from the binder, it's an unfair advantage, though.
We were about to debate, but then something happened.
Famous first facts.
Oh, actually, that might be good.
You know what?
That's thicker than the binder.
1349.
Yeah, that'd be it.
It's the 7th edition of Famous First Facts, and our first pick. Taking up about 30 shelves, the 200s are all about spirituality and religion. We're here to answer life's biggest questions like, what's the biggest book? And,
Are we counting the index?
Yeah,
792?
that's pretty good.
Diarmaid MacCulloch. He wrote The Reformation, and he might be writing his way into our list of finalists.
I think that one's it.
792, let me see.
It's one of the more trying periods in European religious history, and it'll be representing the 200s. The 300s are all about the social sciences.
Why nations fail?
I have The World Without Us.
Very optimistic start for the social sciences. So what's more important, a thicker book or a longer book or a heavier book?
Oh, that's close. Oh, that's close.
We did know one thing. We didn't want to count the test prep books. Let's face it, test prep books are not as exciting as submarine narrative histories.
But this is thicker, and this is paperback. But it's not a real book, it's a collection of practice tests.
It's 10 of them, though.
12 practice tests beat out the submarine
I'm
narrative.
not actually interested in submarine warfare.
This SAT book right there, it might actually have a question about submarine history.
It would be one of the ones where they have a little excerpt from the book and you have to answer questions on it afterward.
Yep.
At least the submarine narrative will live on our shelves and in our hearts. Quatre leçons.
Parlez-vous français?
Juste un petit peu.
4 starts here. Ends here.
Quatre leçons et pour les langues. Vivre la dictionnaire.
This is the winner. That one. That's clear. The winner is Barron's Foreign Language Guides, French English Dictionary, Dictionnaire Français Anglais, from 2006. I love the 500s.
I do too. There's a little book of bees. I got a turtle book.
Oh,
It's very heavy.
The 500s are all about natural science. But that doesn't mean there isn't a calculus AP book there to ruin our fun.
This one's bigger.
AP. That's stupid.
Of course we wanted a large book about turtles to win. Turtles are awesome.
This is a CDM. It's gonna make it poof. This is a CDM. That's really close. Let's give it a time.
If you like turtles, you should probably come to visit the library. But it's not the biggest book. The Dreams That Stuff is Made Of and the AP Calculus book win the prize.
How big are the 600s, Zoe? It's a lot.
The 600s are applied sciences. There are 176 shelves in the 600s. We counted.
You're right. Ooh, the diet book.
Pretend they're not there.
Our grudge against the large practice test books continues. But we didn't have to worry about that this time, legitimately, because we found a huge book. It's the Chilton book, and I didn't think it was going to be possible to beat this book.
This test prep book is meant.
So the Chilton Asian Service Manual from 2004 is 1,070 pages long.
Like you're carrying around the winner.
I think I am too.
Seriously, it's like carrying around a small child.
That's 700. 700. I don't really know how my car works. Hey Zoe, do the cake pans count? No. Here, wait. 700, here we go.
The 700s are arts and recreation, and there are 107 shelves here.
I'll do a bunch of cutting if it works out.
It is here.
Hello.
I know that this is the one that wins this section, but I'm gonna do the obligatory walkthrough.
Okay.
So the 2017 standard catalog of world coins is probably going to be our winner for the 700s, which isn't really fair because the 700s is neat.
You know, there are some really fun pop culture.
But none of them are bigger than the coin book.
We had anticipated this win. Look how large. It's chef's kiss. Mwah! All right, that's enough goofing around. It's time to go to the 800s.
Glad you're having fun.
Oh, wow.
Pretty neat.
But let's get back to the point.
The 800s are all about literature. Classic literature, or how to write, or how to read. What do you think is going to be the winner? Which Shakespeare book? Because it's Shakespeare. I mean, was there any question? Of course it was Shakespeare.
It is a pop-up book.
The pop-up book is cool, but it's not the pop-up book. It's Shakespeare. My apologies to Christopher Marlowe, but it's always going to be Shakespeare. He just wrote so many plays. We have about 130 shelves in the geography and history section, or the 900s. It's our very last section. In a nutshell, it's about the world.
Yeah, that one. That one's bigger.
Atlases are usually the bigger book because it's about the world and geography and where we live. But the only thing that can beat stories about all of us is a story about JFK. So that's it. We've gone top to bottom in every section. Which book is the biggest book in all of library land? Well, number 2 is the Chilton Auto Repair book. And number 1 is World Coins,
Go for it.
the standard catalog from 2017. It was a really hard call, but look how thick the World Coin book is. The others never really had a chance. Anyway, thanks for playing, and check back each week to find out what new videos we have for you next. Special thanks to World Coin book editor Thomas Michael.
He's played a critical
Dang.
role in the creation